Hey guys, what's going on? Space Cowboy here. Welcome back to the channel. Got another video for you guys today. Before we get started with today's video, please make sure to drop a like down below. It definitely helps the channel out a ton and makes a massive difference. Also, if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to yours truly to get more Dallas Cowboys content now and in the future. And finally, hit that notification bell to make sure you're notified when I go live or post new content. So with this out of the way, Earl Thomas once again is back in the talks in Cowboys circles. He is now a free agent after being released by the Baltimore Ravens due to conduct detrimental to the team, and that was after him getting in a fight with one of his teammates. There is a video of him throwing his helmet. If I could find it, I'll put it up on the screen right now. If not, you probably have already seen it. Now the question is should the Cowboys go after him? So I guess the first question is, can the Cowboys afford him? Well, number one, they don't have to trade any draft capital because, of course, he's a free agent. You know, that was a couple years ago where it was like, okay, do the Cowboys give up a second, third round pick to get this guy? And, you know, now we don't have to worry about that. Cap space-wise, the Cowboys have $14.8 million in cap space with the recent moves of cutting Gerald McCoy as well as Tyron Smith's restructuring of his deal. So they now have $14.8 million in cap space, so that's not an issue. And also, he's, as of this recording, past the deadline to, you know, not be in cahoots and talking with other teams. So for all we know, we'll see what happens. So he's on the market for the Cowboys again. And honestly, it's up to them if they do want to get him. It's just a matter of, does Mike McCarthy, does this front office, does this team want him? I don't know that answer. It's either going to be yes or no. But the question is this, right? So he got released by the Ravens, and, you know, I know a lot of us have been clamoring to get this guy or getting someone of his caliber when he's at his peak to be on our defense. And that's something that you would like to have as a luxury. But I'm comfortable with what we have on this team right now and how we've constructed it to where I don't believe we need Earl at this point in time. You know, he has the whole situation of the baggage with right now, and also, if you guys have forgotten, in May, he was in an altercation with his brother and how he was at gunpoint with his wife, you know, and that is something that we have to keep in mind. That, yes, while it would be nice to have someone like his caliber if he's playing at the high level he could play at, do we really need him? Now, I have confidence that the Cowboys will make the right decision, and even if some of us say no and some of us say yes, I feel that they will make a decision that's best with what they want to construct with this team. Now, for me, I'm going to tell you, at this juncture, probably not. No, I don't think you bring him in at this point because I think you have a team in place that you've constructed well and fits well together, and I don't think you need to add him. But another key thing is that he needs to pass multiple tests for coronavirus before he can even step foot in the building. So he might be a bit rusty and learning this new system and stuff like that after coming out of Baltimore. I'm not saying that he doesn't know what the hell he's doing. I'm just saying that that's another factor to keep in mind. So we don't know if he'll be gone for a couple days or a couple weeks. You know, that's another thing too. So we don't want to spend money and resources and then we just mess up what's going on here unless the Cowboys want to do that. You know, and if they have a plan in place, cool, but we don't know what their plan is. So now the question also is that, you know, it's probably just for a one-year deal, similar to like the Everson Griffin deal, where it's like probably $6 to $8 million, and then it's just like you're on your way afterwards. So I understand that a lot of us want to see us continue to get better and keep adding these parts to this roster to make it as Super Bowl contending status as it can be without disrupting the flow of the team. But again, we have to understand that we don't know what the Dallas Cowboys are going to do at this juncture. I would have my money that they don't do anything based off of the current situation Earl Thomas is in, but there have been some reported sources like Adam Schefter's and stuff, and I take this with a grain of salt because I don't know, that say that the Cowboys are the air quote leading contender to get Earl Thomas. But to be honest with you guys, I don't know if we really need Earl Thomas, you know, and I say this, I'm going to say this over and over again because I want you to think about this, right? We talk high about Donovan Wilson and we want to see him shine, but if you bring in a guy like an Earl Thomas, that puts a spot that takes that ability for having Donovan Wilson to shine away from him. People be like, oh, well, what about Clinton Dix? Well, my whole thing is that we want to see Donovan Wilson shine, right? But if we bring in a guy like an Earl Thomas, he takes importance over that. And odds are, who knows how they feel about Clinton Dix right now. And if they do like what he has right now and they think that he's solid, then guess what? You push Donovan Wilson further down the depth chart. And, it's just, I don't see room for Earl Thomas on this roster. And then you have Xavier Woods, you have your other safeties on there that, they're vying for that spot. But again, like, I personally believe that the Cowboys, as they are right now, are fine. It's just the character concerns are one thing. And I don't know where Earl's head is right now. I'm not saying he's crazy, obviously not. I just don't know what he's going to do in Dallas. Is he going to be a locker room issue? Is he going to be a situation where it doesn't happen? It's just maybe he was just irritated and that it was just emotions were left on the field. We don't know. And I'm willing to listen. It's the star over everything else, like how my Cowboys family puts it, star over everything else. The star is important. If the team wants to bring a guy like Earl Thomas in, that's their decision, and maybe they have a set of procedures in place, and maybe they have maybe they make a contract that's like similar to the Aldon Smith contract, where it's like it's very incentivized. It doesn't have any stuff like that, right? So I personally think at the end of it all, it comes down to what the Cowboys want to do. They have the ability to get this guy without giving up serious draft capital like in years past, and without giving him top dollar. So it's up to the Cowboys on whether or not they want to sign him. And if you were to ask me, Space Cowboy, do you want Earl Thomas as of right now? I would say no. Would I be opposed for him coming in? No. But I think the Cowboys need to make sure that they're doing, they have plans in place. So if they do add him, we know what we're doing. So I'm pretty sure that wraps up everything here. I don't really have to go any more than that. So thank you so much for reaching the end of this video. If you haven't done so already, please make sure to like, make sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already, and hit that notification bell. And with all this in mind, I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one, guys. Peace out. Bye-bye.